I'm going to just wait for a few people to hop on. It's Lori, who hasn't been on in a long time with her crazy hair this morning. And my phone stand decides to not want to work. I'm a little tilted. What else is new? Need a haircut desperately bad. So I thought I'd hop on since my garden... Oh, and I forgot, I'll be right back. I'm back. Did you miss me? Anyway, if you're wondering where I went, I wanted to make chocolate coconut zucchini bread this morning. My garden has been producing zucchini like crazy. And I know I have this one ginormous, so my not so secret garden anymore. If you're hopping on, say hi. I know this is Lori, by the way, from Lori's Living the Tasty Life, the Guilt-Free Goddess. And I like to bake a lot, and I have had many requests. People have been wondering where I've been. I haven't baked in probably, gosh, almost 2 months, and I go live a lot. So it was a rainy, cooler morning, and I have zucchini that is just begging to be... Oh, hi, Linda. Thanks for hopping on. That's just begging to be used. So this is just one of them. I did just process the other one, and oh my gosh, that was one zucchini, huge amount of zucchini. I'm not going to use all this in my bread. I'm going to have to bake something else later on. So my garden, I have one zucchini plant that's got to be, my gosh, it's got to be 4 foot by 3 foot wide. It's just huge. And I keep on having to break off leaves because my other zucchini plants that I planted around it, I've got a spaghetti squash one and I've got a summer squash one. Shouldn't say other zucchini plants. Oh my gosh, if I did other zucchini plants, anyway, I'm not complaining because I love zucchini for many reasons, especially baking. So this is just one of them. I have already picked in the past week 5. The one I just ground up here, or shredded up, was twice this size. So zucchini heaven right now, and it's only going to get more and more. So I also am getting some summer squash. I'm getting a really nice spaghetti squash growing. I've already picked 2 or 3 cucumbers. So thank you to my friend Lindy for the compost tea idea and for letting me have some compost, because I'm sure that's really helping with my garden. So anyway, today I decided, since it's raining, I would go live and have some coffee with you all and make some chocolate coconut zucchini bread. So I got all my ingredients. My counter is just, there's a lot of ingredients in this bread. So my counter is just craziness. So if you have questions, just put them down below and I'll answer them after the live. And please share. If you could share, I would love you to share. And cheers. I'm going to have some coffee. First things first, 2.5 cups of shredded zucchini. This is the easiest way to do it, people. Don't bother hand shredding if you're going to make. So this makes, by the way, this recipe makes 2 loaves. So I shred my zucchini. I do not peel it. You want all that goodness of the skin, everything in the nutrients in your bread. So I'm kind of measuring, not really, because I'm not a measurer, but I'm going to go about 2.5 cups. I do pat it down. Zucchini is nice and moist, so this bread will be really, really moist and absolutely delicious and super healthy for you, actually. Even though it's more of a pastry, it's still going to be really good for you. So I've got to find room to put this down. I've got way too much. So zucchini, of course, it's, about 2.5 cups. That might be closer to 3, but it's okay. You don't have to be super exact with recipes like this. And I didn't really pat it down really well. But this zucchini is just so glorious. It was calling me. Some sea salt. So probably about, I just do a pinch. But if you really need to know, about half a teaspoon. Pinch is what I use. And I just have to get back to my recipe here because my internet keeps on going out. Well, I know there's cinnamon in it. So about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Again, I just kind of shake and bake. And coconut oil. So you're going to want refined, you can use unrefined, coconut oil melted, liquefied. I didn't have to do anything with this because it's been so warm it actually liquefied. Hi Heather, how are you? You're so funny. So a cup of coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, you can substitute any other oil that you prefer. I like to use, well, this is a coconut chocolate zucchini bread. So if you're allergic to coconut, then yeah, stand with me, but don't make this bread. 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, really good cocoa powder, and then 3/4 cup of shredded coconut. Look at how organized I am this morning. I'm just like a, you know, I've got everything in my cups, and I'm gonna just have a crap load of stuff to wash when I'm done. Just what I love to do. Hey Rob, how are you? Hope everybody's well. Some vanilla. I'm getting low on that. I'm gonna have to. So about, I like vanilla. I'm gonna go 2 teaspoons. Again, this is making 2 loaves of bread, so you know how it is. I don't measure. And my recipe just decided to like completely, so bear with me because it's just not wanting to come up now. Of course not. I've only had it up for an hour while I got all my ingredients out, and now it's, you know, as I go live, it's deciding just to go away. Oh my gosh. Really, people? Don't you all love technology? If you've ever seen the movie, oh my gosh, what is it? It's a like a cult movie. Well, anyway, there's a song in there that's really badly sung purposefully. And my son always sings it to me whenever we have technology problems. I love technology. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it left my brain. And I love that movie too. It's hysterical. If anybody knows it, put it up. Type it in. I need to know. Oh, finally. Okay. So then we have baking soda and baking powder. That's what I really wanted to know. Because that, I do kind of try to measure. Kind of try to. Is that a word? Kind of try to? So baking powder, about a 1/2 teaspoon. So I've got a tablespoon in my hand. So, you know, about that much. And then baking powder, a teaspoon. So maybe a little more. So about that much. And what else do we need? We need sugar. 3/4 cup of brown sugar, packed down. Light brown sugar. If you need specifics, excuse my arms. And 3/4 cup of regular sugar, granulated sugar. I'm going to make a mess if I do this, so I'm going to, actually it's 2/3 cup of granulated sugar, sorry, not 3/4 cup. That's what I get for not having my glasses on. And of course, you know. So, yeah, 2/3 cup. There you go. You can substitute sugar substitutes for this also. If you are diabetic, you can definitely make this diabetic friendly. Sour cream. You can substitute Greek yogurt if you prefer. So that is about 3/4 cup of sour cream. I didn't have any Greek yogurt, or I would have used the Greek yogurt. And don't worry, that it's not gonna. You won't taste tanginess of yogurt in your baked goods, if that's what you're worried about with the Greek yogurt. It makes it much healthier, much lower in fat. I don't want to keep on putting my arm in front of you guys. You guys don't need to see my big fat arms. Anyhow, 3 eggs. I use farm fresh eggs if I can get them, and these are farm fresh eggs. These are from my friend April that I get every week, a couple of dozen, because I go through eggs, and I love her eggs, and can't get much fresher than that. Hold on. So 3 large eggs. What else? I got the sugar. Oh, flour would help, wouldn't it? So it is 2.5 cups of all AP flour, all-purpose flour, You can substitute if you want to cut that a little bit. You can substitute by maybe like a cup of whole wheat, and then whole wheat flour or almond flour, and then the rest AP flour. You might be able to get away with this with all almond flour or all whole wheat, but it's going to make it a much drier, less moist product. But you can. You know, I learned over the years baking, you just kind of, it's like a hit or miss. You just got to kind of play with it all and see how it comes out. What am I missing? I'm missing the semi-sweet chocolate chips. Well, I'll put those in a minute because I'm going to lock up my KitchenAid and it's going to get a little noisy around here. So while this is going, oh, not too bad, not too bad. So I'm going to mix this all together and see where we're at for moistness. And, oh, why did I use that word? I don't like that word, moist. This is going to be good. And then I'm going to throw in some semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I had some I need to use up. So, oh, these are the little guys. Okay, well, I use the little guys and the big guys. So I love semi-sweet chocolate. So I am going to use very German chocolate. I love German chocolate. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Yeah, I haven't been on it in a long, long time, so I apologize, everybody. Everybody's been, like, wondering where I've at. But it's been really hot, and I don't really like to bake when it's super hot. I just don't. I don't have central air conditioning, so a little extra chocolate never hurt anybody. Don't really have central, so turning on my other air conditioner is, first of all, cumbersome and it's loud. And I am missing something. What am I missing? I'm missing my coconut. Where did I put my coconut? Or maybe I already put it in. My gosh, I think I need more coffee. I must have put it in because I know I measured it out. So I'm going to go with it. So I'm going to just mix this up for another minute or so. And then I'm going to pour it into my pans. And look at, I got tilted. It's my lovely phone stand. I think I need a new one. Didn't even notice that. So then you're going to bake this at 350 for about 55, 60 minutes. Like I said, it's going to make two. Two is always better than one because you can share. Or freeze. You can freeze these. Definitely you can freeze these. Oh, this batter looks absolutely divine. Really super dark chocolate. And this is going to be yummy. So I'm making one probably to give to my daughter because I'm going to get to see her on Sunday, and then for her birthday, and one for here. So I already pre-greased my pans. So 2 loaf pans, and of course my loaf pans are a little bit different in size, but that's okay. It'll work. Everything works. You don't have to be like, you know, super fancy when you bake. You can just wing it. So I'm going to do this and put this with my other dirty dishes that I have tons of right now. And I'll show you the batter in a second. So this is the lovely batter. Ready? It's really nice. It's super chocolatey. I don't know if you can see that. So you're going to see it probably when I go to dump some of it in the pans. So I have a very old stoneware baking pan that I use all the time. And then I have a ceramic pan. So loaf pans, I should say. So I fill them about halfway up. A little more for the bigger one. It can handle, you know, probably 3/4. And these are going to go in my oven, which is already preheating, again at 350. And bake these babies off for almost an hour until, you know, you can serve. I usually just stick a butter knife in there. You don't have to be fancy again, in the middle, and make sure it comes out clean. And if it does with these, then you're good to go. And let it cool if you can stand letting it cool. My house probably won't happen because I haven't even had breakfast yet this morning, and I think this is going to be my breakfast this morning. There you have it. Coconut, dark chocolate, zucchini bread. I had to remember what the heck the name of this is. So I'm going to pop these in the oven. I hope you all have a great Friday. Happy weekend. I hope to be on here more as it gets cooler. And again, thanks for hopping on. Have a great morning. Cheers. Enjoy your coffee, your tea, whatever you're doing. Ignore my messy hair. I should just why bother? No, I'm waiting for my girlfriend to please cut my hair again. Cut it, cut it, cut. This is only, 4 weeks of growth? Nuts. I'm just going to go shorter. I should just shave it off. Anyway, love you all. Yes, Heather, coconut. If you don't like coconut, take the coconut out. Throw something else in. Throw a little extra sour cream or a little extra... you can use applesauce for a fat, believe it or not. Just throw a little something extra in if you want to take out the coconut. And don't use coconut oil either. I used coconut oil, and I used unrefined virgin coconut oil. Organic. Virgin. Organic. And yeah, so if you're allergic to coconut, just take those things out and substitute with something else. And if you love coconut, then definitely use coconut. I love coconut. I'm not, yeah, I did put shredded coconut in. Heather, I did shredded coconut, and I used coconut oil, both. So I didn't use it, I used coconut oil as my fat, along with my sour cream. I don't have my jar out anymore. I put it away. It's just, go look for, you can buy it online. You can get it actually at Ocean State. Just a big jar. They have the organic, unrefined coconut oil. It'll look solid like shortening, and it usually, if you keep it in your cabinet in the summer, it liquefies. Doesn't mean it's gone bad. It just liquefies. So if you're going to use it and it's still solid, just warm it up. So it liquefies. It liquefies super fast, and that's it. See you all later, and have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I got a busy weekend. I hope you're all doing something fun this weekend. Cheers.